Okay, so this is the 10th and final video demo that we're going to record today. No doubt they'll be updated over the next couple of weeks as well, or perhaps some additional comments added in. The purpose of this final video is really for me to just point out to you various features on the platform that I haven't already mentioned, and also various plans. Probably two of the most important things for me to mention are that we started, or has been requested by clients of ours to add two new features. One of them is called Investment Marketplace, and that is basically a dating service for mining companies seeking investment in a way, so that it puts mining companies that are seeking investment in touch with those VCs, banks, or mining companies that want to invest in mining projects, or mining companies themselves. So it'll basically do or sort of help out with the reasons that you go to conferences for in order to meet other companies who might be interested in what you're doing, but it will help to cut through a lot of the sort of clutter to get there, so that you end up speaking with companies who are on the same wavelength and interested in projects, the type of projects that you are interested in um, yourselves. So it saves basically, it's a time saving feature. The other one is to do with the supply chains side of things. So we'll be putting mining companies in touch with those companies or governments that want to take the offtake from mining companies. Um, okay, so moving on from here, obviously we've logged on, as you can see. If we just scroll down, left-hand side navigation, we've pretty much covered most of this. Just going down to my settings here. This is obviously a demo account. I think we looked very briefly at the My Settings page um, uh, earlier, but just having a quick look here, you'll see city for the time zone. On this account, it's set for Vancouver. Um, I'm actually based in Vienna, but because I'm talking to companies in Sydney and Perth early in the morning, I actually have my city for my time zone set as Tbilisi, and you can do the same. So, I mean, let's say if you happen to be an early morning person, you can always set your city for your time zone for a different city. Or maybe if you want to receive reports later, again, you can change it to a later a time zone that's later than where you are based. And again, when you go on business, let's say if you go across to something like the Future Minerals Forum in Riyadh in January, or you go to PDAC in, I think it's in March, you can change. You can change your time zone for to wherever you're traveling. So it's very quick and easy to do. You literally go to the city for your time zone, change it to wherever you want to go, press the save button down here, and then you'll get the morning reports uh, at the time, at breakfast time, wherever you are in the world. Scrolling down here, you can receive the reports either 7 days a week or 5 days a week. I would say that most of our clients receive, pretty much all of them receive them 7 days a week. The beauty of that is that you receive reports on a Saturday morning that perhaps some companies won't send out until Monday morning. Because of the weekend. It also means you get reports on Sunday morning as well. And then when you get reports on Monday morning, you also get some really good coverage. Let's say if you're based in Europe, as to what's been happening in Australia on Monday, for by the time you get into the office. So 7 days a week is really good for being completely up to speed with everything that's happening. Default language settings. This account's just been set for English throughout, but you could set up for other languages. I mean, it's very easy. If we just put little ticks in the boxes here, press the save button. This service will now show this particular account will show the other languages as well. So if we just click on the home button now and go back, we will see various articles in German. And so we've got German up here at the top, I can see. Russian one here, RIA Novosti, more German, and there probably are some French ones here as well. We can see more mainly Russian mentioned there. Okay, so going back up, we were having a look at my settings page. We click on my settings, and page will refresh. So we're back to my settings. On your My Settings page, you will also see the reports that you've been set up for, or you yourself have set yourself up for. So just having a look at this one here, the account's been set up for Mining and Metals Daily, which is what we recommend. Actually, I think pretty much all of our mining clients receive it, because let's say if they're dealing specifically with something like lithium or rare earths, it means that they still get a daily email that gives them all the major stories for the mining companies outside their area of immediate interest. Then, obviously you can switch yourself on for daily emails or email alerts on companies, and likewise individuals. And then here we have the metals and minerals daily reports that have been switched on for this account. And then under here, technology as well, with the hot topics. We've got electric vehicles, we've got battery storage, we've got wind power as well. Nothing being switched on here from the climate and environment side of things. But the beauty of this is you can chop and change it. I mean, let's say, for example, if you didn't want to receive, you know, two or three of these, you just take them off, you press the save button, you no longer receive them. Or if you wanted to add additional reports for a couple of weeks, you can also do that. And that's the same thing with the different companies. Look on left-hand side navigation. The Center Colleague is a feature where you can send forward news articles onto colleagues that might be of particular interest to them. The client requests, that's a feature where obviously you can request a particular company or individual or hot topic or feature or source is added that might not already be on the platform. The advanced search is what it says it is. Literally, you can carry out search for whatever you want. Although obviously, if you're looking for information on a particular company, and incidentally, you can do the search between specific dates. But if you wanted to just see all company news, it's better to look up for a company under companies or a person under individuals, because we ensure that we have all the correct spellings of the company name, also the individual's name, including the abbreviated forms, and just things like, for example, just as a minor point, let's say, for example, if we were interested in a particular uh, company CEO from a Russian background, their name will be spelled differently in English and also in German. So German spellings of their name will be different from the English ones. So we ensure we have all the correct spellings of the individuals. Also, actually, additionally with the hot topics. So obviously we have everything like solar power or rare earth magnets all translated. We have the keywords for the other, in French, German, and Russian for those as well. My viewed articles, I think I mentioned that shows you all articles that you viewed either on the online platform or in the daily emails that you receive. Hot news makers, this just shows when there's been a news splash on a company, meaning a lot more news than normal. If you click on any of these, you'd find out why there's a lot more news than normal. So if we just have a quick click on Wildcat Resources, for example, we'll go straight through and we can find out why there's been a lot more news on Wildcat Resources than usual. So here we have Wildcat Resources, and then the articles up here at the top. Over here I think we've done left-hand side navigation now. It's pretty much completed. Over on the, obviously you can always go back historically with the pages here. Scrolling back up, the hot newsmakers, that's updated. Sorry, not the hot newsmakers. The most viewed. This is updated about every 10 minutes. So you can click on these, see the articles which to see the articles which are most popular with our clients, for example. And going up a bit further, the banner here to EIT RawMaterials and the European Union. Obviously, they've supported and co-funded this Crixos project, this TA RawMaterials. Obviously, we've been very grateful for their help and support with that. Okay, so I click on the home button again, we go back. What I just really wanted to add here is that we are always adding in additional companies and individuals. Having said that, I mean, over the last week, there haven't been too many added because of the Easter break. And then also we've been doing a lot of work, preparation work with regards to the raise that we have. So just scrolling down here, as you can see, we're already tracking nearly 20,500 companies and nearly 6,500 people. But if we scroll down here, we have the recently added companies and entities and individuals. You can see that four companies have been added recently, also 4 individuals. They incidentally are also mentioned in the daily emails. At the top of the daily emails, you will see the most recently added listed there. And the beauty of that also is that you can click on the company name or the individual's name, and it will take you straight through to their page on your online account. So you can therefore find out, you can see all news articles where they've been mentioned. It could be someone who's been appointed a mining CEO or CFO or something like that. Sort of newly appointed person who's worth tracking information on to see what they're up to. And likewise with the companies, it could be a newly formed company that's been spun out of an existing one. It could be a company that's been put together as sort of a JV between a mining company and a renewable energy company. Um, and as I said, we're always adding these in, so it's it's an incredibly comprehensive service. As you can see, for over 42 million news articles on this TA Raw Materials platform. And then just looking down through the recently added companies, you can click on any of these to go straight through to see the news on them, and likewise with the individuals. On the company side of things, you'll see a good mix here of mining and metals companies, renewable energy companies, battery storage, mining finance. There's always something I've forgotten. Renewables, I don't think I mentioned. But just scrolling down here, you'll see companies and individuals always being added. And you can go back historically as well with the pages to see what has been added. Little red logo next to company name means there's been a news article within the last 24 hours. You'll also see various politicians have been added in here who are possibly involved with, say, European Union, or maybe the US Congress, or I don't know. There's uh, natural resources within different companies around Europe or Asia. So I think that's pretty much it for the moment. As I said, we've deliberately kept these video demos very informal. It's really just to give you a really good idea as to how extensive the service is. I know that a lot of you, obviously, already being clients, you've always received a video update whenever you've renewed or when you've become a new client. About the service. Actually, obviously, what the one video demo pointing out all those areas of greatest interest to you. But as I said, for the purpose of this investment raise that we have, we've split the videos up into different separate videos to ensure that it's more digestible for those of you who are looking at these video demos and who are interested in investing in Crixos. As I said, our TA Raw Materials platform is I would say, our flagship platform. It is the one that we have the greatest, I would say, intentions or plans for. Do remember as well as the IP that we've developed, the technology, we do also have the human analysis as well. We have team of people adding in the new companies, or looking out for new companies to be added, new individuals, and then also with the analysis with the recommended news articles that go at the top of the metals and mining, metals and minerals reports, and the mining and metals reports as well every morning, whether you be based in Sydney, Perth, London, Brussels, I suppose Riyadh as well. Beijing, Vancouver, Perth, or New York, or wherever you might be. So that's pretty much it. Thanks again for your time with us, and of course, we always take any questions. And if anyone is keen on receiving a bespoke video demo, that is also something that we can do and send out to you. Thank you.